doesn't take the most technical skills to start out having a fun time splitboarding, but sooner than later, you'll need more developed skills to ride more exciting lines. These might be things such as learning how to side hill, kick turn, and even climbing a couloir. When you first start climbing steeper slopes, you'll learn the importance of a proper kick turn. You'll use this skill a lot when zigzagging up a line. And for tip number 1, this is how you'll get a good kick turn. Before you kick turn, climb an extra step with your uphill ski above from where you'll want to land after your turn. Brace yourself with your poles in front of you as you transfer the weight to your outside leg, lifting and stepping your inside ski to where you want to turn. Stepping through, make sure the weight is on the uphill edge of your ski to get a good grip with your skin, while also making sure the tail tips of your skis are not crossed. Now rotate your body and brace your first ski with your poles as you transfer your weight to lift and step your second ski through. To make sure the tip of your second ski doesn't get caught while stepping, give a donkey kick motion in your heel to swing the tip around freely. Just as the same for when climbing steep slopes, don't put too much weight on your toes or your skins will slide out backwards down the hill. For certain terrain, you'll find you'll need to travel across slopes rather than up them, which brings us to tip number 2, how to side hill. Now, if conditions are firm, this can be one of the most challenging aspects of splitboarding. If you've never side hilled before, you might first find yourself fighting the urge to slide downhill sideways. We'll want to counter this by both cutting into the snow with our edge and getting a good grip with our skins. With each step, be sure to slide your skin forward with your ankle angled uphill so that your edge digs in and stays in contact with the slope. While doing this, I like having a shorter grip on my uphill pole and longer on my downhill pole. With each step, you'll want to keep a little more weight on your uphill ski to ensure you don't slide out and topple over your bottom ski. Sometimes if the snow's a little softer, you can use your uphill edge to dig in a little step that you can then grab with your skin. For more involved missions, you'll need more information on the approach and descent of your missions. So for tip number 3, make sure you're spending the proper amount of time researching before you head out into the backcountry for what you want to do. This is not something you want to leave up to the last minute, and you want to be sure you understand exactly the type of terrain you're getting into. Personally, I use onX backcountry maps for both my pre-planning and route tracking during my tours. They have all the standard tools you need, such as slope angle and slope aspect shading layers, but what I find most valuable is their directory of detailed trip plans. These are uploaded from the best guidebooks and give details for both approaches and descents on important information such as trip length, slope angles, the level of avalanche exposure, and a lot more. It's a killer deal for amazing tools that starts at $29.99 for the year, or you can save 20% by using code SOS20 or by following the link in the description. When I'm out in the field, I can even use my downloaded map to be sure we're following the proper route when out of service. Using onX has actually helped me to learn more about backcountry travel in recent years and to help me be more confident when heading out into the mountains. The more you get out, the more you'll realize traveling through the backcountry will require different techniques depending on the circumstances. One instance is when a slope is too steep to climb with your skins. This is when you'll need to throw your board on your back and boot pack the rest of the way. If you're climbing up a super steep slope or couloir, it might be best to have an ice axe and crampons. You can use the axe as an easier way to pull yourself up a steep slope that has powder in it. Do this by holding the top of the axe head like a cane and driving the shaft into the snow. Now pull on the grounded axe as you make your next step upward. This will make the climb more efficient as opposed to only stepping up the slope. If you expect to have firmer conditions on a slope like this, crampons will be your only help. These allow you to kick in steps with the teeth and to ensure you don't slide down this steep slope. With these, make sure to secure them by throwing a ski strap around the midsole of your boot and crampon. This will help to keep the crampon from sliding off your boot after kicking in steps all the way up the slope. If you are boot packing, don't carry your board vertically on your pack. There are 2 main reasons for this. The first being that carrying your board in this way can create a large sail above your head. If it happens to be windy, you'll be fighting the wind much more with your board like this. Because you'll be working hard for any mission in the backcountry, we want to be conserving as much energy as possible whenever we can. Having your board in this position also puts the weight on your back in a place that is harder to balance. If you're climbing up a very steep slope, it could feel like the added weight of your board wants to pull you back. What you'll want to do instead is carry your board on your pack in A-frame mode. This solves the problem of having a wind sail on your back and better distributes the weight of the board on your back. To do this, mount each ski to each side of your pack and attach the top tips together with a ski strap. Now you have a nice solid load to haul to the summit. There may be a few cases when you'll want to carry your board vertically, such as if there won't be a safe place to transition your skis to board at the top. But for the most part, A-frame carry will be the most helpful. Not all packs allow for an A-frame carry. So when purchasing a pack, it's important to make sure it has this capability. Having the perfect pack for your backcountry needs is essential. That's why I made this video explaining exactly what I look for and how I pack my bag before a backcountry mission, which you can watch right here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you somewhere on the mountain. Peace.